the roll.
Commissioner Brassad.
Here.
Commissioner Reinert.
Here.
Commissioner Gamache.
Here.
Commissioner Schulte.
Here.
Commissioner Jepson.
Here.
Commissioner Meisner.
Here.
And we are all here this morning. Item number 4 is to consider accepting the regular claims paid over $500 and purchase card claims paid for the period ending August 8th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
It's been moved by Commissioner Brassad. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Schulte. Any questions? Hearing none, this is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Brassad.
Aye.
Commissioner Reinert.
Aye.
Commissioner Gamache.
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte.
Aye.
Commissioner Jepson.
Aye.
Commissioner Meisner.
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich.
Aye.
That passes unanimously. Item number 5 is the approval of minutes from our August 12th, 2025 County Board meeting. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
It's been moved by Commissioner Schulte. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Meisner. Any changes, questions, concerns? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, it passes unanimously. Item number 6 is our chair's remarks. And we do have one item under chair's remarks this morning. That's recognition of Shane Sheets, Director of Midwest Medical Examiner's Office, who has been elected to serve as the president of the International Association of Coroners and Medical Examiners for a 2-year term that runs from this year to 2027. I will ask Commissioner Reinert, who serves as the lead commissioner for the Medical Examiner's Office, to speak more about this recognition. Commissioner.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Sheets, the one and only. We like Shane. He not only does a good job, but he's a real decent guy, too. Shane has been the director of the MMEO, that's the Midwest Medical Examiner's Office, since 2021. Before that, he was a supervisor of investigations at the MMEO. Shane has also served as death investigator for the MMEO since 2013 in a part-time capacity while managing the public safety answering point for Carver County's Sheriff's Office. In his current capacity at the MMEO, Shane handles various administrative components and manages a team of forensic pathologists, medical legal death investigators, forensic technicians, medical transitionists, and support staff. The MMEO provides service to Anoka County and is the regional organization that provides services to 37 other Minnesota counties, 8 Wisconsin counties, and recently 1 in Michigan. The International Association of Coroners and Medical Examiners, the IACME for short, was established in 1927 and is dedicated to promoting excellence in medical legal death investigations through collaboration, education, and accreditation. The IACME has more than 2,600 members representing all 50 states and 32 counties. In addition, the IACME announced earlier this summer that the MMEO has received accreditation from the association. The MMEO was subjected to a review of 285 standards, including administrative, forensic, investigative, and facility review. The MMEO is now officially one of the few duly accredited IACME National Association of Medical Examiners, or NAME, offices worldwide. This next part's kind of important. Less than 10 offices in the nation have achieved this qualification. This achievement speaks for itself, as there are more than 2,000 medical examiner and coroner offices in the U.S. So out of 2,000 nationwide, only 10 have that accreditation, and we are one of them. Thanks, Shane. The MMEO has benefited from Shane's leadership over the past 4 years, and the IACME is fortunate to have Shane lend his expertise to them. Shane is at the top of his field with an impressive track record in law enforcement operations, crisis management, and strategic oversight of morgue and investigation operations. I want to welcome Shane to join us and say a few words. The one and only Shane Sheets.
Thank you, Commissioner, Mr. Chair, members. I just wanted to thank you all. A lot of this achievement would not be possible without, of course, our Board of Commissioners, Midwest Medical Examiner's Office staff. We have just an amazing group, and really all of Anoka County in general. I really mean that and truly believe it. But in this new capacity, I think it's incredible because we're going to have direct access, Anoka County will, to the latest advancements in forensic medicine, and direct access to medical legal death investigation professionals for networking across the globe. So I think that will further help our office as we continue to operate and function and serve the public. So this is an incredible opportunity, 2 years' time. So it's going to be a long stint, but I'm excited for it. So.
And you'll be in office then too when they have their 100th anniversary.
This is true. Yep,
Yeah.
and we've already started by having our first, outside of Vegas, symposium or conference every year. We're now having one in Minnesota on March 1st. So that's our first attempt outside of the state of Nevada. So we get to be in Minnesota. So we're already local. And our, of course, Midwest ME's office, Anoka County, is going to be hopefully providing a tour, which we'll talk about later. But that I'm hoping that we can do that for members attending the conference from all over the globe.
That's exciting. Thank you, Shane, and congratulations on this well-deserved recognition. The work of your office is accurate, caring, and professional, and the MMEO is recognized and respected not only in Minnesota, but across the nation. And as you said, we've got that opportunity to have an event here in Minnesota. I'm hoping we're not inviting them here in the wintertime.
March 1st, so it's hit or miss.
Well,
I've warned them, yeah.
they ought to see what it's like. I mean, here, this is what we deal with.
Good jacket.
Yeah.
Bring a jacket.
Any other commissioners? Commissioner Meisner and Commissioner Jepson.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Chair. No, I just, again, wanted to personally thank you for doing this. I believe we have not done it in the past, and clearly it was quite a lot of work and a heavy lift in terms of the criteria that you had to meet. So thank you. And also, I'm kind of a little surprised because you're already the victim of your own success. So this, I think, is just going to obviously elevate your office even more, and you're going to encounter some more demands, I suspect, in the future.
A little bit, but I do appreciate the kind words, but I think it will benefit us the most, and that's what we're looking out for is, of course, the residents and who we serve at the ME's office. But yes, I'm
being a little sarcastic about that, right? So I mean, that's a good thing, yeah.
Commissioner Jepson.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. Hey, I would take Minnesota March over Vegas July any day.
That's a good point.
Because this summer, it just so happened, Shane and I were in Vegas at the same time for totally different reasons, and it was terrible.
115 degrees, right, Commissioner?
Yes, yes. So anyways, I welcome them to Minnesota. But I just wanted to mention, Shane, I think for you, and I'm always so impressed with Anoka County staff who put themselves voluntarily in these positions to not only increase the betterment of their personal professional accomplishments, but then carry that into the county. Year after year, month after month, staff are in here getting recognized for their achievements. And I think it's very important not just to recognize you, but to make sure that this is a podium for you to give back to our residents on a purely volunteer. This is on your own time. You're not getting paid to do this. And also, I mean, like Commissioner Reiner pointed out specifically, that less than 10 offices in the United States have this. And this certification was your idea. You put the MMEO's office into this situation, and I'm sure it was not a fun process. I'm sure it was a deep dive into your business practices and policies and all the things. And so I just, too, think that this is a great recognition, and I was honored to be a part of that process and to be interviewed by the individuals who were conducting the tour and the audit that way. So thank you for all your service. Really
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
it.
Thank you, everybody.
Anybody else? Thanks again, Shane, and congratulations, and thanks.
We'll see you around. Thank you so much.
All right. All right, we'll move on to the Committee of Whole reports. The first one is Government Operations, and we have the consent items here before us. Does anyone wish to remove any of the consent items? There's 4 of them, and have a vote separately? Seeing none, I'll turn it over to Commissioner Jepson for Facilities Management.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, yes, the Facilities Management Committee started the August 12th meeting at 1 p.m. here at the Government Center, and there was no one in attendance for public comment. The 2 contracts that I'm going to be talking about were unanimously suggesting approval for today. The first contract is C0011757 with Vinco for electrical services for a 3-year term beginning July 30th, 2025, with the option to renew for 2 additional 1-year terms for a possible total of 5 years. This is a master contract that defines a predictable hourly rate for electrical services. However, when the county will negotiate a statement of work with Vinco for the actual work performed when needed, subject to the terms of the hourly rate, terms and conditions, and insurance required per the contract. The second contract is C0011740 with Northland Mechanical Contractors. This contract is for the completion of the Blaine Human Services Rooftop Unit 3 and will not exceed $145,315, including alternates. Work of this contract includes patching of the existing built-up roofing system and curbs that are required because of the new unit. Ventilation that includes air handlers, unit ventilators, fan coils, ductwork and temperature control systems, fire alarm system, and the alternate is for testing, balancing, and rebalancing of that new unit. So with that, Mr. Chair, the facilities management portion of the consent agenda is complete.
Thank you. We'll move on to intergovernmental and community relations, and Commissioner Reinert.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Got a couple items for you today. The County of Anoka does employ lobbyists that help us out with legislative priorities. A lot of times what we have to do is we have to make sure that legislation, when it's written, is written correctly so it doesn't mess us up and so that we can do our job. So I have 2 contracts in front of you today, and one of them is to consider approval of contract number C0011791. This is with Fagray Drinker LLP, and this brings on board Dave Johnson for 2 more years. Does a great job. And then the other one is consider approval of contract number C0011790 with Ward Inus Strategies LLC. And Ward and Dave both do a fantastic job for us, and I'd recommend these contracts be approved.
All right, so we've got all 4 of these here in front of us. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
It's been moved by Commissioner Heinrich. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Reinert. Any discussion? This is a consent roll call vote.
Commissioner Reinert,
Aye.
Commissioner Gamache,
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte,
Aye.
Commissioner Jepson,
Aye.
Commissioner Meisner,
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich,
Aye.
Commissioner Brasted.
Aye.
That passes unanimously. Do either commissioners have any informational items from the meeting?
I do not.
No, sir.
Okay, we'll move then down to Human Services. And, you know, for the first time, I've noticed that the committees as a whole now say on our little abbreviated thing, HS COW and Government Ops COW. It's kind of strange. It's affecting me a little bit. So we'll move down to Commissioner Meisner, and she can give us the Human Services up.
It is the Midwest.
Yes, it is.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Committee of the Whole Human Services Committee, we met on Tuesday, August 19th at 8:30 in the morning here in this building. There were no public comments in person, but as everyone knows, I also accept them via email at mandy.meisner@anokacountymn.gov, and there were no comments via email either.
Excuse me, Commissioner Meiser, I just want to, I didn't do this, and I should do this before each one. Is there anything on the consent agenda that anyone wishes to move for a separate vote? All right, seeing none, Commissioner Meisner, you're back on.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. The first item on our consent agenda is Resolution 2025-HS-11. This is accepting Minnesota Housing funding for Family Homeless Prevention and Assistance Program. The next one is under Community Corrections, and this is to authorize to apply for and accept the grant, if we get it, for contract C0011744. This is from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety, Office of Justice Programs. And this is for the period from September 1st, 2025 through August 31st, 2026. And the total award amount is $100,000. This would be anticipated in community corrections to contract and issue a subgrant with the YMCA for their XCERT program. This is a trauma-informed, culturally responsive initiative to support youth who are at risk or involved in the juvenile justice system. Next up was under Job Training Center. This is to authorize and apply to accept the funds from the Department of Employment and Economic Development, also known as DEED, in the Adult Career Services, not to exceed $400,000. If awarded the project, the contract period will support the fiscal year of 2026 through 2027, with contracts in place as soon as DEED finalizes the award execution, and funds will end June 30th of 2027. So this is a funding is a new state initiative, and it is developing on implementing agricultural focused workforce training programs. So in Anoka County, we don't necessarily think of agriculture per se, but under that is occupations in demand to earn a Class A heavy and tractor trailer truck commercial license or Class B light truck driver's license. And training also includes hazardous material certification. Next up on our list is also under Job Training Center. This is to authorize and to apply to accept funds for the Department of Employment and Economic Development. This is for the Youth Division. This is not to exceed $200,000. And if awarded, the fiscal year for this would be 2026 through 2027, with the execution of funds ending on June 30th, 2027. This is actually a new grant that we are going after, and it will expand youth services through a new Youth Build initiative. And this is in partnership with the Anoka Hennepin Schools Secondary Technical Education Program, also known as STEP. But in addition to that, there are construction companies and organizations, including ACAP, Kraus Anderson, Morcon Construction, Rack Construction Minneapolis Joint Apprenticeship Program, and the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. So these are all folks that are signing on as employer partners, and this will provide hands-on construction training, case management, navigation, for hopefully up to 40 youth, preparing them for high-demand careers in the skills trade. The next one is under Public Health and Environmental Services. This is to request authorization to enter into the Cannabis and Substance Use Prevention Grant Project Agreement, Amendment Number 1. This is amendment for contract C0011231, and this is with the the Minnesota Department of Health. This grant is to June 2028 and allocated of $185,947 for the second grant year, with the third grant year amount to be determined. So this grant, again, the main focus is to primarily focus on prevention of substance use and misuse, which must include cannabis. And the last item on our list is under Public Health and Environmental Services, and this is consider the approval of the 2026 Select Committee on Recycling Environmental Local Recycle Development Grant Contracts, also known as SCORD. And this is to approve the funds for the Municipal Residential Recycling Program for the following cities. So there is Andover, Blaine, Columbia Heights, Coon Rapids, and Fridley, this in various amounts. This happens every year. I will note, too, that there are cities that do participate in the SCORE grant. However, these are coming before us because they are over $100,000. And with that, that completes my agenda consent items, and I will move that 1 through 6.
Motion by Commissioner Meisner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Jepson. This is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Gamache,
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte,
Aye.
Commissioner Jepson,
Aye.
Commissioner Meisner,
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich,
Aye.
Commissioner Brasted,
Aye.
Commissioner Reinert.
Aye.
And that passes unanimously. Commissioner Meiser, were there informational items?
Yes, I do always like to share our informational with the public. So we had a really in-depth training. This was met with or given by the Steve Rumler Hope Network. So for naloxone training and reversing an opioid overdose. So for the Anoka County, part of our opioid solutions initiative, we started out with 5 naloxone access points. We are now up to 25. Some of them, every single library, the public may go in and grab a free naloxone kit. So the 7 of us and the whole committee were able to get trained on what is in the kit, how to use the kit. I am extremely thankful for that. It was very informational. And I believe Alicia, the executive director there, was spending the morning with us. So with that, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner Meisner. And we will move on to Public Safety Committee and Commissioner Brasted.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Committee of the Whole for Public Safety met on August 12th, and we have 3 items on the consent agenda. Contract C0011751, which is the 2026 law enforcement contract with the City of Ham Lake for a term of January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2026 in the amount of $1,736,548. This is for our sheriff's office to have the law enforcement contract with Ham Lake. And Ham Lake has been contracting with our sheriff's office since 1974 for this. Item number 2 is Resolution 2025 PS 13. It's to accept a dedicated donation from the Anoka County Crime Prevention Coalition. This is a $31,000 donation from this organization, and this will go directly to help the Anoka County SWAT team. And it's greatly appreciated. And item number 3, Resolution 2025 PS 14, is a resolution authorizing the acceptance of a grant from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety in the amount of $240,903.20 for auto theft prosecutors and related training expenses. Our county attorney's office has utilized this for prosecutions of auto theft for well over 20 years.
Thank you, Commissioner. Does anyone wish to move any of these off of the consent agenda? All right, do I have a motion for the consent agenda?
So moved.
It's been moved by Commissioner Schulte. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Heinrich. This is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Schulte.
Aye.
Commissioner Jepsen.
Aye.
Commissioner Meisner.
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich.
Aye.
Commissioner Brasted.
Aye.
Commissioner Reinert.
Aye.
Commissioner Gamache.
Aye. And that passes unanimously. Commissioner Brasted, are there any informational items or department updates you'd like to share?
Yeah, I'd just like to give people a heads up. We're about 1 month away from the Anoka County Sheriff's Office open house, which is September 23rd from 4 to 7. And it's always very popular, so people that like to come to this, mark your calendars now. And a new addition to what's going to be offered is tours of our 911 center and radio shop. So I think there's going to be a lot of people that want to have the opportunity to get inside and see what we've done in that beautiful building and how that serves Anoka County. So heads up, it's on September 23rd. And that concludes mine.
Thank you, Commissioner. And we'll move down to the Transportation and Parks Committee, and we've got a couple items on here under consent, so I'll ask at the beginning, because I missed that the last time. Anyone wanting to move any of the consent items off for a separate vote? All right, seeing none. Commissioner Jepsen, take it away on Highway.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So the Transportation and Parks Committees met on Tuesday, August 19th at the Transportation Facility in Andover. Unfortunately, I was unable to attend, so I appreciate Chair Gamache for leading the transportation portion of that meeting. There are only 3 items on the consent agenda that the committee recommends for approval. The first 2 items are requesting approval to submit applications for funding for intersection improvements at Trunk Highway 65 on Bunker Lake Boulevard. in the cities of Blaine and Ham Lake. The first resolution is 2025 TR32, which is a resolution authorizing the Transportation Department to submit a grant to the Minnesota Highway Freight Program. This is a federally funded program designed to improve freight safety, mobility, intermodal facilities, and first and last mile connections. The funding for this program is available for fiscal years 2029 and 2030 and may provide federal funds for up to 80% of the project with a maximum amount of $20 million. The second funding application request is Resolution 2025 TR33. This funding request is with MnDOT's Transportation Economic Development, or TED program, and in Transportation Economic Development Infrastructure, which I'm affectionately calling TEDI program. I don't know if that's what people do, but I'm going to do it today. TED is a competitive funding program designed to help generate economic benefits through investment in transportation infrastructure. MnDOT has $20 million available for the grant in fiscal years 2027 and 28. Concurrently, Minnesota DEED has their own TEDI program, which allocates $1,762,000 for local governments to fund public infrastructure improvements that will enhance transportation systems, promote business growth, and accommodate economic development. For both of these applications, we've asked the cities of Blaine and Ham Lake for their support, and they have given it to us. The final transportation item on the consent agenda is for approval of Resolution 2025 TR34, which is a resolution authorizing Anoka County to enter into contract C00-11776 for replacement of Bridge 02535 on Rum River Boulevard Northwest in the city of Oak Grove. As the public and my colleagues may recall, this item was originally approved August 5th in the transportation meeting and subsequent August 12th board meeting for just a little over $586,000. The grant award amount is actually $650,329.50, so we need to pass an updated resolution including the correct grant award. And with that, Mr. Chair, those are the items for transportation on the consent agenda.
Thank you, Commissioner Gibson. We'll move over to Parks and Commissioner Reinert.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chair. Got a couple items for your consideration today. One is to consider recommending award of contract number C0011779 in the amount of $105,000 to the Anoka Conservation District. And what they intend to do with those dollars is to put in or install 8,000 linear feet of cedar revetment in the Rum River, and an additional 2,500 linear feet of revetment to protect the riverbank. And basically, this is kind of a retaining wall or masonry facing, to, I guess, protect the riverbanks and such. So the source of those dollars does come from the state, Minnesota Department of Natural Resources. The other item that we want to look at today, and this is kind of a never-ending project. This is in conjunction with the missing link trail in Circle Pines and Lino Lakes area. We've done a lot of archaeological digs over there that's now in excess of $200,000, and it's just becoming very, very tough to do the project that we want, and so now we're doing a redesign and rerouting the trail, and basically this is a change order to TKDA to assist us in getting that done. It's a change order in the amount of $60,481.
All right, so do I have a motion on the 5 items before us?
So moved.
It's been moved by Commissioner Jepson. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Reinert. This is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Jepson.
Aye.
Commissioner Meisner.
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich.
Aye.
Commissioner Brassad.
Aye.
Commissioner Reinert.
Aye.
Commissioner Gamache.
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte.
Aye.
And that passes unanimously. Any informational items from the meeting?
Gamache.
Oh, I'm sorry. Commissioner Brasted.
Just to clarify, and Commissioner Jepson might have mentioned it, I might have missed it, but just to clarify, the Sealy Brook Bridge, that's the one that will not happen this fall. It got moved out to next spring, correct? Because the write-up was wrong. Okay, just wanted to make sure that we were transparent about that and people aren't expecting construction. Thank you. Sorry
Thank
for
you.
the interruption.
Nope, thank you. Okay, now where was I? Oh, informational items, right? Commissioner Jepson.
Yeah, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Anoka County's Commute Solutions Group. Again, I missed it unfortunately, but they had their quarterly report at the Transportation Committee, and I just wanted to give them kudos for their successful Bike to Work week, especially the Bike to Work Day, working with dozens of companies around the metro, encouraging their employees to bike to work that week or on that day. And just the numbers with overall participation of over 245 bicyclists that participated, with an estimated collective total of 3,500 miles biked that week and that day. So just a shout out to them and congratulations on a successful campaign.
Commissioner Minor, do you have any informational?
No, sir.
All right. We will move down to item number 8, and hang on a second here. Here we go. Consider approving the following related to the 2026 self-insured health insurance for the 30-hour or more per week benefit-eligible positions, non-union and union employees. And we have 4 different items on here. And Bill, were you going to give any presentation, or is it? No, okay. So the first item, A, contract C 0011806 with Blue Cross Blue Shield. Why don't we take, we could take all 4 at the same time, or, okay. Commissioner Meiser, you have a question before I go on to the next one?
Just a comment just about health insurance. Just again, my appreciation for navigating the contracts and all of the changes that like you don't have any control over with the pricing. But obviously, this is very important for all of our employees to have sufficient health care that is affordable. Thank you.
Thank you. Item B is contract C 0011807 with Surest with new plan designs. Item C, the HRA plan contribution of $1,000 single and $2,000 family for open access plan. And item D, 2026 plan rates and contributions as outlined on the worksheet.
Mr. Chair,
Thank you, Commissioner
move
Schulte.
approval of the slate presented.
Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion or anybody want to?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Commissioner Schulte.
This is a relatively big change to our benefit offerings for our employees. We went self-insured a number of years back and have been able to offer really, really good rates to our employees for an extended length of time. And I've been really proud of that. I think we work really hard to make that happen. And not just us as commissioners, but our benefits team have done a really good job. This year, not just Anoka County, but everywhere, everybody's experiencing insurance fatigue. Rates across the board, whether it's homeowners insurance or automobile insurance and health insurance, have skyrocketed. And we're all dealing with it on many different levels in many different ways. And this is one way we're going to deal with it right now. And they've done a great job. Our staff has done a great job of putting together a plan where we can at least attempt to deal with this and share the burden. The county's picking up a great deal of the burden in this process and spreading a little bit of it to our employees as little as we can. But it is going to be a new process for our employees, and they'll have to work through it in picking their benefits and finding the right plan that works for them. We think we put together a really good slate of benefits for them, or plan options, again, offering them their HRA contributions as we have in the past. It's going to be a process for them to read through it and understand it, but we want them to know that we have worked hard on this. We've thought about it for a long time, and we've worked with our staff to make sure that we've done the best we can do. And we know they'll understand because they've looked at their own insurance issues at home, so they know what we're up against. That concludes my comments, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Schulte. Well said. This is always a difficult situation, and every year we have to deal with something like this. But this year's been, as Commissioner Schulte said so well, it's happening all across the insurance industry, every aspect of it. Anyone else? All right, this is a roll call vote.
Commissioner Meisner,
Aye.
Commissioner Heinrich,
Aye.
Commissioner Brassad,
Aye.
Commissioner Reinert,
Aye.
Commissioner Gamache,
Aye.
Commissioner Schulte,
Aye.
Commissioner Jepson.
Aye.
And that passes unanimously. We'll move down to item number 9, which is committee appointments. Consider reappointing Greg Hayes to the Emergency Medical Services Council, representing the Metropolitan Emergency Services Board, for a term ending December 31st, 2028, as recommended by the Human Services Committee of the Whole. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
It's been moved by Commissioner Brassad. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Schulte. Any discussion? Seeing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, it's approved. And if there's nothing more to come before the county board, we are adjourned. Thank you, everybody.